Okay. Put this one here. How? The camera is not pointing where it should be.
Well, you have to come in. Come in. It should focus. Here's your voice.
Can you please check?
Yeah, it should find. It's finding you now. Have a seat. It's finding you.
How do you know it's finding you?
It's moving.
Oh.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
You flip on that light. It's a little dark in there. That's a little bit better.
Okay. Well, it's a beautiful morning. I'm sorry for the late start. We're just getting later and later every time. But good morning to everyone watching us online. It's a beautiful morning. The sun is shining and
it's 92 degrees.
Is it going to be 92 degrees?
Right now it's 92 degrees.
So I hope everybody waking up, seeing the sunlight and start feeling really happy and refreshed. I feel happy. No, I mean the topic I choose for today is happiness. I think we talked about happiness in the past, but there's so many things that play into happiness that one session is not enough to deep dive into it. And as usual, I choose the topic based on what happened in the week. So since our last visit, last session here last Saturday, we had a fundraising event for the temple that I saw so much happiness there. And, the happiness lingers on with me for the whole week. So I like to just talk about happiness and what makes people happy. And why don't we revisit the reason for having a really healthy mind. When your mind is healthy, you are happy. When your mind is healthy, there is no place for sadness, discontentment, or any of the negative feelings like anger, resentment, and things like that. So what really is the core or are the core pillars of the healthy mind? I think we keep getting back to this. Who remembers the 4 pillars of the healthy mind?
Well, there's awareness, right?
There's awareness. First of all, there is always awareness. First step. Waking up.
Awareness. Wake up from your subconscious living.
Yeah.
So, unconscious living.
Okay, so wake up from the unconscious being. Yes. So awareness is the first step. What else? What is it that made me feel so happy at that event?
Well, your senses,
connection. Yeah. Connection makes you feel happy and healthy in your mind. And it has to be good connection. Bad connection just will make you feel sad and so on. But good connection. What's the third one then? Insight. Yes.
It's okay.
And yeah. And then the fourth one is
action of the plan.
Purpose. So
higher
that's
purpose.
You're living with purpose, the higher purpose, not the bad purpose,
or
right?
Selfish all the time. The service.
Yeah.
Higher reason.
So when you see a group of people coming together with the same purpose, right? We did a fundraising event for the temple, and everyone who came, they came with a purpose. They came because they wanted to come and donate. So that is a good purpose. They have a common purpose, and they come together to connect. So right there, we have two pillars of the healthy mind. And of course, people came because they're aware. They are aware of what they're doing. They are aware of the purpose. They're aware of the connection they're going to make. And so they came. And then the insight in that event, what do you think the insight is?
The insight is from connection, from talking to one another, from disclosing, relating to one another.
Right. So,
light bulb for some people, ideas were formed, and maybe plans for the future. Maybe like a next fundraiser was
the
already...
insight, I think for me, when I'm in that situation, that insight that I gain is just a realization that why I'm here, why I live on this earth. That is, why. And when you are in that situation and you see so many people smiling, hugging, giving each other love, being generous, being kind, and then it's just like absolute heaven in that moment. That in that moment, you don't see any negativity whatsoever. To me, that's heaven on earth. And everybody is so happy.
We would think that that's how heaven would be. A continuous celebration.
Yes.
And no barriers, no boundaries there are, but no barriers as, how do you say, stigma type of barriers, where judgment barriers.
Yeah. So I think, we can be at peace with ourselves. We talked a lot about self-love, and we can be at peace with ourselves. But what elevates us is when we put ourselves out there serving a purpose for the good of others people. We can be perfectly happy by ourselves. I'm not saying that you're not happy by yourself, but you can elevate that happiness to a higher level when you connect with other people. You find the purpose with one another, and you gain insight from that. The energy. I mean, you feel, we talk a lot of concepts.
Like your power grows without...
Yes, a lot of concepts that we put in, we discuss in the mindfulness meditation, talking about convergence. What's convergence? Yes. Yeah. It's the opposite. Yeah, it's the opposite of divergence, right? Convergence is when you're at the same frequency. You're thinking the same, you want the same, and you come together. So here's your frequency, your frequency, your oscillation, it goes up and down like that. And Laura's frequency is the same, coming up and down together. But when we have convergence, it means that when you go up, I go up. When you go down, I go down. So when we come together, when we both go up, the magnitude of that is taller. This is science. This is physics, right? When your wavelength meets my wavelength, it's not the same. Like if your wavelength is 5 centimeters tall,
it's not alignment.
And you meet mine, and mine is 5 centimeters tall. When we come together, we're not 5 centimeters tall. We are 10 centimeters tall. So then the magnitude of how we come together becomes bigger, So if you want to multiply your happiness, you find people of the same mindset, you know, then we all will elevate us to a higher level. Yes. Same with health. Same with health. If you think about how healthy our bodies are, right? And we have our own energy, our own frequencies. But imagine if you come to a group of yoga people doing together, or a group of meditators doing together, that healthiness inside your body will be multiplied. It's not to stay at your level. So this is why we talk about connection. It's very, very important to connect. Even with the monks and nuns and pastors and priests, they need to connect too. They can be perfectly happy, but if they connect, they can be at the better level, better, better being. Yeah. So, yeah. So now, going back to mindfulness meditation, why do you think that mindfulness meditation helps our happiness?
Aware. We transfer from unconscious living to conscious living,
conscious
and aware.
living. Yeah.
And so when you become aware of your lacks, of your, you become aware that you need to connect with a different purpose or a higher purpose.
Yeah. So we go back to the definition of mindfulness meditation, right? So mindfulness meditation is just a practice of raising your awareness. And so, and we already know that awareness is the first step of a healthy mind. So the more you practice awareness, the healthier your mind is.
Why do we need a healthy mind?
Yeah.
So we can live healthier.
We all need to have a healthy mind. We all need a healthy mind, right? Who doesn't? Who doesn't? And who don't have the healthy mind, then they need to get themselves to where they have a healthy mind. And mindfulness is just a perfect tool. It's a very great tool to get those people there.
I stand as a testimony of why I've been doing meditation. And actually, it's something that my own person chooses. Like you said, like I'm converging always towards meditation and yoga and this because my mind usually takes over, and I'm not necessarily, it's not the healthiest thing in my being,
but,
so to speak.
Okay, so let's say this. Some people feel depressed and sad, and they don't choose to. For some reason, they just don't know why, but they feel sad and depressed. And there may be underlying medical condition to that, right? An imbalance in their hormones, an imbalance in their nutrients.
Deficient in omega-3s.
Yeah, so nutrient deficiencies make them feel that way. So in that sense, do you think awareness practice will help them?
Well, it can't hurt.
But I don't.
No.
There has to be more.
Do you think it will or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Definitely yes. Why?
Yes.
Why? First, they are becoming aware of the reason that they are sick, right? They are aware of the reason that they are sick, and once they are aware of the that they are sick, for example, if they are lacking omega-3, omega-6, nutritional deficiencies, vitamin B's or whatever that don't allow the brain to function properly, if they are aware of the reason why their brain doesn't work, then what will they do? They take action, right? They can't just sit there and say,
With a
I
plan.
know the reason why I'm sad, but I'm not going to do anything to make it better. You know, if the doctor say, take vitamin Bs, eat healthy fat, improve your gut health, your mind will be very happy, right? Will they not do it?
Eventually.
They will have to do it, right? If
The
they want to feel
surviving-
happy. Yeah.
surviving
Mhm.
gene
Yeah.
does that.
Yeah. But we talked about how deep breathing works. Who remembers what the deep breathing does? The vagus nerve stimulation technique, right? Right. So we know that when we
Rest and
activate,
digest.
huh?
Oh, so I was saying parasympathetic, rest and digest.
Yes. So we activate the parasympathetic nervous system. But when we do that, what happens? Let's say that you have a hormonal imbalance in your body. Do you think that the deep breathing exercises, vagal nerve stimulation is going to change your hormone imbalance?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It does.
It does.
It does. But if people don't have that
Body
knowledge,
follows the mind.
yeah. So a lot of people out there, they don't understand why mindfulness meditation helps, and they don't practice. But if they know that it's awareness of why mindfulness meditation works, and it is such a wonderful skill, they're going to do it, I think. Yeah, it's just a lot of people don't do it just because they don't know much about it. But
they don't believe in effects, in practical effects.
Yeah,
they think, oh, how does the mind can affect the body? I don't believe that.
Yeah,
right?
they don't believe that, and they don't understand why it works. Yeah. So yeah, so happiness is a choice or not? Is it a choice?
Of course.
It is a choice, right? Yeah. So a person who's feeling sad, but then you can't really tell the people who feel sad because of the hormonal imbalance and nutritional imbalance, that happiness is a choice. They can make the choice to be happy, to want to be happy, but because they lack knowledge of what it can help them to feel happy, like, yeah. So it's not easy to go out there. It's not easy to go out there and say happiness is a choice. Right? Yeah, it's about finding the root cause, understanding the person, and help that person to get out of sadness or get out of depression.
It's a lot of work. It's like
a lot of work.
Inquiring.
Yes.
You have to study. You have to ask, like you said, why am I doing this?
But let's say that I say, okay, I understand why you are unhappy. You lack hormones and you lack nutrients.
Or childhood.
Yeah.
Stress and trauma.
Yeah.
And conditioning, social conditioning.
Right.
Sometimes people, if they beat you up in childhood
trauma.
Figuratively speaking, if they always tell you you're stupid, you're good for nothing, or things like that. You grow up like that, you have no idea that it can be a better world for you.
Right. So all you can say to that person is, there is help. There's a way. So show them the way instead of saying, oh, happiness is a choice. You can choose how to be happy, but they can't. They don't have the tools. They don't have the tools, and so it's easy to generalize, but it's not. But I think the fact of just, even if you have hormonal imbalance or nutritional imbalance, when you have the 4 pillars, awareness, connection, insight, and purpose, if you can find that for themselves, then things will come into your life. Things will happen. These 4 things are going to make it happen for you. Yeah. Okay, so with that, I'm going to invite you to practice with me for half an hour. Now, in mindfulness meditation, we use the deep breathing as a guide, right? But there is also scientific benefit, scientific reasons to why it works. So we want to, take advantage of that. Some people do meditation without breathing, right? Listening to music is meditation. Playing the piano is meditation. But if you add the deep breathing to it, you are going to get much more benefits to what you do. So let's take a few deep breaths in and out. Slow breath in. And you can close your eyes if you want, or if you prefer to open your eyes and look at something, that's okay too, as long as you are aware of what you're doing. And when you breathe in slowly and deeply. And when you breathe out, you try to breathe out longer than you breathe in. And as you breathe in, you know exactly how you breathe in. And when you breathe out, you know exactly how you breathe out. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, you know you're breathing out. Return to this present moment. Return to your 6 senses. Bring your attention to your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, your body, and your mind. The 6 senses. In this present moment, are you aware of how you're sitting, how your skin touches the ground, how your feelings are? In this present moment, are you aware whether your body is relaxed or tense? If your body is tense, with your deep breath in and out, let go of the tension. Relax. Focus your awareness on your body and the 6 senses. What are your eyes seeing? can think to yourself, I am aware of what I am seeing. I am aware of what I am hearing. I am aware of what I'm smelling. I am aware of what I'm tasting. I am aware of what I'm feeling. I am aware of what I'm thinking. The deep breaths in and out. See if you are aware of the connection between you and your six senses. How do you feel when you see something? How do you feel when you hear something? How do you feel when you smell something? How do you feel when you taste something? How do you feel when something touches you? And how do you feel when certain thoughts arise? Do you have the awareness of that connection? So with your awareness, do you know who you are? Who am I? Am I this physical body that is sitting here in this present moment? Or am I right now an observer of that physical body? Imagine if your physical body is no longer there. Are you still there? Do you see the connection between you and your physical body and the six senses? Can you see that once it's there and the next second it's not there, but you're still here? Deep breaths in. And slow breaths out. And with your deep breath in and out, see if you can be aware of the connection between you and the surrounding. Return to yourself. Return to this present moment. Can you see the connection between you and everything around you? How you are connected to the air that you breathe in. How you are connected to the sound waves entering your ears. How are you connected to the trees? How are you connected to the pets? How are you connected to the people around you? Do you have the awareness of that connection? Deep breath in, you know you're breathing in. Breathing out, you know you're breathing out. the next few minutes, I'd like you to meditate and focus on your thoughts process. You see your thoughts entering and leaving your mind. And you see the connection between you and your thoughts. And ask yourself, what makes me happy? And observe the thoughts that enter your mind, answering that question. For the next few minutes, I'd like to invite you to focus your awareness on your purpose. What is your main purpose in life? And you could have more than one purpose. Deep breath in, slow breaths out. Return to yourself, return to this present moment. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Deep breath in and slow breaths out. Deep breath in and slow breaths out. The next couple of minutes, I invite you to focus on gratitude. Breathing in, I'm thankful for this air that I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I'm thankful for the sight that I see. Breathing in, I'm thankful for the sound that I hear. Breathing out, I'm thankful for the taste that I taste. Breathing in, I'm thankful for the feeling that I feel on my skin. Breathing out, I'm thankful for the thoughts that help me to gain insights. Breathing in, I'm thankful for this community and the connection that I make. Breathing out, I'm thankful for the support of the higher beings, my God, Jesus, Buddhas, friends, family. Breathing in, I'm thankful for just being able to be here. And breathing out, I'm thankful for being alive. And you can open your eyes, move your fingers and toes. Oh. How's everybody?
Happy.
Happy, relaxed,
Thankful.
thankful. And my feet are numb. Been sitting on my nose too long. Okay, so we can do some stretches. Yeah, deep breath.
Relax so much that it started to hurt. You
Really?
know, like I'm like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
Because of how relaxed I was.
Yeah. So continue to
awareness.
breathe deeply and slowly and do stretches if you like. Move your arms and legs, or massage your arms and legs if you like. Okay. You can stand up and do a few stretches, and then we can go and walk. Ooh. Ooh. mình đi thiền hành, mình đi vòng vòng á. Mình còn we go a few round around the room. This is my favorite part too, listening to the bell and walk. Okay, and continue to take deep breaths in and out. that was our walking meditation. So we spent a few minutes just sharing our experience of today's practice. So who would like to go first? How? Would you like to go first?
Just relaxing, and it's good to understand how people who converge make one another happy.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about the party last weekend. There were people that were serving.
Mm-hmm.
You were one of those, and people that were just attending and enjoying. And I think the people that were serving were probably happier than the people that were just merely attending and drinking and eating and listening to the music.
Yeah.
So.
But they're happy too. I mean, the fact that they make the donation, they know that they're doing something good. So that's.
I'm just saying that the people that worked to pull off the event,
It's
they had
more
a
meaningful.
deeper.
More meaningful to them.
Yeah.
It's not meaningful.
Yeah.
Even though they were sleep deprived.
That's the thing, the happiness, the energy just carried me through the next week, the whole week. I actually, I didn't go to sleep until 2:15 that night.
It was the energy.
And then I woke up at 4:45 to get ready to take the singer to the airport, and straight from the airport to the office to work. I worked the whole day. I didn't leave the office until about 10:30 that night. And I still was doing good, and for another day. I mean, for Tuesday night, Wednesday night, I didn't leave the office until midnight, and I still felt so energized.
I think what I have
and
to do
I understand now what, if in Buddhism, I read this scripture, and in that scripture, Buddha would say that you don't need much to live on. When you feel happy, you just live on that. And that's why a lot, there are stories of monks who meditate for, they just meditate for months on end and not eat, not sleep. And they are full of energy. Yeah.
That's the way I am when I'm serving someone.
Yeah.
I'm wide awake, full of energy, 22 hours a day.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks, nonstop. And
right.
The energy is just there.
Yeah.
It's life. It's life.
It's life. Yes.
It's
wonderful.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, despite all that, it's making me think there might be wisdom in making the alarm at the office go off earlier.
Well,
today gets you to go home a little sooner.
Yeah. Yeah. So today we have a newcomer, Tan, and Tan, yeah. So Tan is from Vietnam. I hope you speak some, you speak some English and understand some English, but mostly Vietnamese, huh? Yeah. So I just would like to say something in Vietnamese to Tan right now, so she understands. So sau khi mình tập xong rồi là mình chia sẻ kinh nghiệm.
Em cũng có đi nhiều cái lớp thiền và rất là thích vậy rồi. Thật sự ra là em cũng đi ở Việt Nam cũng nhiều, đi bên Thái. Và đây là cái lớp mà em đi với thì nếu mà nói về một lớp thiền đó, em nghĩ đây là một cái tốt. Nhưng nếu mà để nói về duyên về cái mục tiêu của mình đi để chữa trị á, thì có thể là mình phải bàn lại thay đổi một tí xíu. Cũng như chị chia sẻ với em về cái vấn đề mà khi mà em nghe ở bên New York á, tức là mình sẽ đi theo cái định hướng là ăn không khí, đúng không? Để nó kích thích cái dây thần kinh số 10. Đó là cái mục tiêu của cái định hướng mà chị đang đi. Còn cái lớp thiền này nó rất là tốt luôn chị. Nó là hiện tại là xu hướng của bây giờ, cũng giống như cho lớp trẻ nó thấy được cái giữ gìn sức khỏe, nhưng cái hướng đi của mình là đang điều trị cho người bệnh, thì nó đang không phù hợp cho người ta phải ngồi với cái kiểu như vậy. Đó thì hiểu là nó bị vậy thì mình sẽ hướng cho người ta về cách ăn không khí, nằm thì trong tất cả mọi tư thế đều có thể thiền được.
Đúng rồi,
kể cả khi ăn, khi ngủ và khi đi bộ, thì nó mới có thể thiền. Và tất cả các tâm trí của mình đều có thể là đi về cái giống như là mình không để mình ăn không khí. Thì cái này em thấy là đối với em cái gì cực kỳ tuyệt vời, nhưng đối với người bệnh
Tan was saying that she attended a lot of meditation groups already in Vietnam and also in Thailand and here, and she has some suggestions that if I want to bring this into treatment plan for my patients, then I need to make my patients know and that this is not, some people can't sit a long time like us, and as I mentioned before too, meditation is not about sitting in one place. You can meditate in any position, in whatever you do. So, but this is just a basic tool. So if you can't sit for too long, then you can lay down. If you can't lay down too long, you can change your position anytime. You can change from standing and sitting, as long as you know that you are aware of what you do in the present moment.
You can do Tai Chi.
You can do Tai Chi and yoga. Yes. So this is just, this is not the cái lớp này là chị dạy căn bản, nhưng mà chị cũng thường nói với họ là mấy người mà coi ở nhà á, là họ không ngồi được như vậy thì họ nằm xuống, họ không nằm xuống được thì họ đứng dậy, họ đi, họ chuyển động, không sao hết.
Tức là mình sẽ truyền đạt nó là theo em á, là theo cái truyền đạt là như là mình ăn không khí á chị, để mình tồn tại được, và ăn không khí để nó mục đích là gì? Tức là khi mình đưa cho họ tới mục đích là kích thích cái dây thần kinh số 10, để sau đó nó điều khiển tất cả những cái dây thần kinh còn lại. Đúng rồi. Thì nó mới đi sâu vào những cái lớp trẻ như bạn này. Ví dụ như khi mà em quan sát thì em thấy như bạn này không có thiền được. Như là bạn không có cái về cái vấn đề đó, thì mình sẽ cho họ biết rằng là cái lợi ích của cái việc ăn không khí. Có.
Thì mỗi một cái session như vậy là chị nói một chút, chứ mình nói hết trong một cái session không đủ thời gian.
Như một cái thời gian như chị đưa cho họ lên YouTube á, là khi mà mình ngồi thiền thì chị chỉ đưa cho mình cho cái tâm trí của mình đi đâu, hoặc là mình như thế nào, mình cảm nhận thế nào để mình trở như thế nào. Thì khi mà mình ngồi không vậy thì tất nhiên là cái khi mà chị quay lên họ sẽ không coi. Đó, thành ra là mình chỉ ngắn gọn như thế nào để cho chị đưa được cái thông điệp tới cho họ là cái ăn không khí nó quan trọng như thế nào đối với cơ thể một con người. Ở bất cứ là giới tính nào, người nào, già hay trẻ, bệnh tật, bệnh hay là đang khỏe mạnh thì phải duy trì, bệnh thì phải chịu khó. Đó, cái thông điệp đó tới thì em nghĩ là một ngày hôm nay rất là hạnh phúc.
Chị có mấy cái session. So basically Tan was saying that I should really let the participants know about the benefits of the vagus nerve stimulation and why does this practice improve our health. But I didn't share with Tan that we do discuss about that a lot of the time. So she said she pointed to you because she said we want to bring this to the youth. Not a lot of young people do it.
Can I ask her a question?
Yeah.
Tan, what is the main benefit? What has been Tan's main benefit over the years from the meditation? What is she taking, and what can she tell me, for example, or all of us here, that she, how should I say, she takes as a benefit what impact meditation has been on
Cổ muốn hỏi Thanh là với cái kinh nghiệm thiền của Thanh với lại đi dự các nhóm các nơi như vậy thì cái lợi ích mà Thanh cảm thấy từ thiền là cái gì đối với bản thân của Thanh?
Đối với bản thân của Thanh thì thường là những người đi tìm vào cái thiền là những người họ bị áp lực, họ bị stress nhiều.
Không, cô hỏi cái lợi ích cho em á.
Gần như là theo em biết được những cái lớp thiền thì đa số những cái người mà đi tìm tới lớp thiền là những người áp lực. Và khi họ tìm tới thiền thì họ tìm được một cái quay trở về lại để tìm được cái hạnh phúc đích thực. Thì trong cái thiền này đó là hạnh phúc đích thực. Nếu nói về từ thiền thì mình quay về khi mà con người mình xả được cái stress, tìm được cái hạnh phúc đích thực thì mình trở nên hạnh phúc hơn. Thì khi mà mình trở nên hạnh phúc hơn thì cái trong cơ thể của mình nó tạo được nhiều cái gọi là chống lại cái gọi là cái gì đó chị, nó tăng sức đề kháng,
hệ miễn nhiễm,
hệ miễn nhiễm nó tăng lên. Thì nếu mà người thiền liên tục thì nó sẽ tăng sức đề kháng, thì nó tăng được cái đề kháng đó thì nó sẽ vượt qua khỏi bệnh. Và thường những người mà tìm tới thiền là đa số là những người đang bị stress thì họ mới tìm tới thiền. Và bây giờ làm sao để mình đưa cái gọi là thiền thì mình đưa qua một từ khác là không biết, để cho tất cả mọi người ngay cả chưa bị stress họ cũng sẽ đi tìm cái thiền.
She said that when she attended all the sessions, she finds that most people who find their ways to meditation are the people who have had sufferings in their life, or tensions and I don't know, turmoils in their life, and so they found their ways to meditation. But meditation brings balance back into their lives and also improve their health, because when you activate the vagus nerve, your immunity improves and you're able to fight infections and all of that, so your health improves. But I think that's the same for her. Yeah, she's
way of finding healing.
Yeah.
And not asking
Yeah.
left and right, because
Yeah.
comes from within you.
Right. Yeah.
Chính cái stress trong cuộc sống của con người nó sẽ đưa tới nhiều bệnh.
Yeah, stress causes a lot of illnesses. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Okay, how about Eden? Yeah, how was your experience?
Present, but also even look in the past and moments where I was happy, but I maybe took it for granted, or I wasn't aware of it, and life just passed by.
Right. Yeah, you actually didn't enjoy your moments of happiness when you had happiness in the past, right?
I think I was letting stress take over those moments of happiness.
Right.
And
not aware.
Not aware.
Not
this
aware.
is just a good moment to sit.
Let it go. Yeah, return to yourself and raise awareness of your inner being, right? Yeah. Eden nói là cái session này là gợi nhớ lại cho Eden là phải trở lại với mình, chứ mà nghĩ về quá khứ thì có những cái giây phút mà Eden nó happy nhưng mà nó không có nhận biết là nó happy, nó làm cho những giây phút đó trôi qua một cách phung phí. Bây giờ thì nhận thức được thì enjoy nó hơn ha. You enjoy the moment of happiness a lot deeper. Well, with that, and we have Rafaela to share. How was your session today?
It was good, but I want to go back to something that you were mentioning about people that have had suffering, so they're seeking for answers. And so they find more things that are available. Here in the westernized societies, we have had a lot of the ancient ways stolen from us. They've covered it up in the last 100 years. And so in the Eastern countries, you've kept in touch with the ancient ways, the ways that actually work, that help the whole body and the mind. And so Western societies, thankfully, many people are seeking out those answers and they're implementing them, and they're finding what they need, what they're searching for.
Yeah. Cậu nói là ở bên châu Á, những nước châu Á thì cái truyền thống của mình vẫn còn giữ về những cái thiền này nọ khác kia, những cái cách chữa trị bệnh hồi xưa như châm cứu rồi massage thì vẫn còn. Chứ còn bên này thì mấy trăm năm vừa rồi là họ bỏ, họ đi theo cái Tây y, cái hướng khoa học, họ đi theo khoa học nhiều quá, họ quên mất đi mấy cái truyền thống, mấy cái truyền thống. Nhưng mà bây giờ thì càng nhiều người tìm tới lại cái cách chữa trị hồi xưa, thiền, massage này nọ khác kia. Yeah. Well, with that, thank you everybody for attending today's session. Thank you for watching us on YouTube, and I wish everybody a really happy, peaceful, healthy weekend. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Tom, for participating.
Yes,
for coming.
yeah. Cậu nói cảm ơn